Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for another episode of VLOGMAS. Today we're going to be talking about another one of the great unique experiences you can do here in Cape Town. Lastly, we talked about...
We were taking a biltong making class, which if you didn't see the video, we'll put up a link of it in the corner there. This week, we're going to be joining our friend Paschelle, who invited us into her home for a spice blending class. She has her own line of spices, and we got to enjoy some of her delicious cooked food as well. She really blew it out of the water. We had such a great time. And it's such a unique experience for us to be invited into somebody's home to experience something like this as well.
Yeah, we usually tend to like to take cooking classes in a lot of different places that we travel along the way. This is a bit more different because Paschelle does do majority of the cooking for you, which is nice because it felt like we were being hosted by friends, which by the end of this dinner we did become friends, which was great. But too, along the way we got to learn a lot about the different types of Cape Malay spices, Indian spices. We learned a lot from Paschelle too, got to smell so many great things. And like Nick mentioned before as well, she makes her own like blend of spices too, which is pretty cool. And we got to take some of that home.
So let's check it out.
Cheers, thank you for coming. Thank you for choosing my class.
Yes.
Great. I wanted to see what winter was like. And she said you would have called it Dulces. You called it that also. So that's a very Cape Malay. We had extra line. Actually, if I was going to come at any time, this was going to be good. You don't need spicy.
Oh, we love spicy food.
There's still time. There's still time. I can add chili to it. No, but I won't. But that's the nice thing, is that you can add flavor to it.
So I know that there's also like a TV show on like Netflix called like Ugly Delicious.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
I haven't. I wanted to. I just haven't gotten around to doing it.
You should watch it. It's really good, and it talks about things like that too. Because I think like some of the best street food or any type of food, it doesn't necessarily need to like look like,
Yes.
or even like Michelin star restaurants. They make it look like it's plain alien stuff.
So the basis of my class is not cooking. It's understanding spices and how to use them. Many people have their own sort of interpretation of how Indian food should be cooked and what should be used, and how it has to be extremely pungent, spicy, or whatever the interpretation of spicy is. Grandmothers and mothers don't tell you why you use the spices. They just tell you what to use, but they never tell you how to use it. And in the last 6-7 years, that was the one thing that was like, that really piqued my interest, and I wanted to know why. Favorite blends, and that's what we're going to do tonight, is that I use, and I feel like it needs to be used. And I'm not going to say it's not in every single curry, but in most, majority is the garam masala. It's a spice that you use at the end of a dish, and you would finish with that, and it's basically create harmony in the dish and bring the flavor that creates balance, and it's like, oh my god, this is actually a curry.
We sat down for some brief snacks and got a chance to smell and guess what the spices were before we started creating the spice blend.
Oh god, this is gonna kill me.
This
is coriander.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yep. I had to dig deep into my mind for that one.
Anna, what is this sauce again? Mid-bite.
You're rude. Dates and tamarind. So good.
In Indian spice blends, when there's multiple spices, generally cumin and coriander form the base of most spice blends. With this particular blend, to get about 150 grams of the actual blend, you do about 50 grams each, and that's the most out of all these spices that you would actually use.
And that makes sense because you're saying like the lighter to darker.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, exactly. So of course I'm not measuring now, so it's because I do it all the time, and I sort of eyeball it.
You have the scientific eye.
I definitely eyeball it. And I like that you said it smells like orange, because I from the time I smelled coriander seed, I said the exact same thing. I said it has a really beautiful citrus note to it. I love cardamom smells so like.
This is like it's not like it's a sandbox, but I feel like a child's like playing in it.
MJ likes doing the one thing because she says it feels really hard.
I'm usually behind the cameras.
Why are you massaging weirdly like that?
It's like a weird set.
hand model.
He's just like.
I'm like,
He's like.
Is this how you always in a dry pan. Always. So the one thing that you don't want to ever do is have moisture.
why don't we want moisture?
Because then it's going to make, you don't want to cook this, you just want to dry roast it.
Right.
So that it releases its natural fragrance and we're also developing the complexity of the flavor.
And if there's moisture in it,
It's going to get soggy and then it's going to, you know.
So just pour it in.
Yep. And then you can just make sure that it's even. Yeah.
I also have an eye for these things. It's 100%.
We believe you. So this takes about 10-12 minutes on a very gentle roast.
See, I can cook this. You just the zip.
This is not it because the one
spoke too soon.
no the one thing that you don't want to do is just leave it unattended. Even though you have it on a low heat.
Oh, because
You need to make sure that it roasts evenly. How soon I need it, and then I know that I'm confident that it is completely dry. It's good. It's good. But that's what I love seeing. It's like oh my god, it's like you see it,
You smell all the stuff on the tin and you're like, okay, this is like one, this is one, this is one, and as soon as you put it in here and like,
It changes like.
for
But I mean,
literally
you
like
smell
10
it-
minutes,
yeah.
not even.
It's not even, yeah, exactly. Look at everyone's stoves are different.
Oh yeah.
The temperatures.
That smells so good.
You would get it to that point. Like I feel like because you understand what I mean when you get to that point where you can smell it and you're like, this is what I want. Most heat since you've been here, so it's cooking really slowly. And I use a lot of whole spice when I cook. So like all the darker spices, so like the black cardamom, the cloves and cinnamon's in there. I don't think I haven't used RMS in there. But I like cooking for a really long time because when you taste it, you will taste that it's actually been cooked for a really long time. Like the flavors are really infused. The meat's really soft. Yeah. So it's
Yo! That's what we like to see.
oh my god, that's a beautiful reaction.
I've been trying to get that look this entire evening because you've been like lifting it up, stirring it a little bit, lifting it up, stirring it a little bit, and I'm like, that's exactly what we want. That is the view right there.
This is one of our favorite experiences we've done so far. Paschelle is so kind, welcoming, and passionate about what she does. We had so much fun learning about the different spices, but even better was we got to eat so many delicious things. It was like having a dinner with your best friends. We've put the link to the experience in the description below for you to book when you're in Cape Town. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay.
Why are you so clammy?
Okay. So we need to draw the blinds. Me. Dude, it's too bright here.